Hey, UmbrasDarkness here, back with another video for you. In today's video, I'd like to begin part 1 of a 3-part series, server versus server, colony actions, and server versus server and colony actions blended together. If this 3-part video gets enough attention, if you guys like it enough, I will do a breakdown, or if you guys would prefer, I can do a breakdown of the 7 server versus server days explicitly, doing 7 different videos, one per day. Just let me know in the comments below or in DMs how you feel. Before we get into that, I'd like to say 2 things. 1, I made Queen 25 in 56 days. Queen 25, 56 days. I just want to point that out so that way you guys can see that the advice that I'm recommending does work. Alright, part 2. Thank you guys for the support. I am at 100 subscribers 1 week on YouTube. That is insane. That is way faster than I ever could have imagined. Please, I would like to make sure everyone has a fair chance at getting the $20 Google Play giveaway. So we're going to make this giveaway last 1 week. In order to enter the Google Play giveaway, you have to be subscribed to my channel. And on this video alone, you have to write SvS, the abbreviations for server versus server. Just SvS, the same way that it'll be in the title. I will, next Friday, while recording, pick a subscriber using a Google algorithm. Without further ado, let's get into the topic for today, server versus servers. This again is just going to be a quick and dirty server versus servers. This is not going to be an in-depth. If you would like that, please let me know in the comments below or in Discord. So first off, you have advanced raspberries and you have normal raspberries. In order to make an advanced raspberry, you either have to get it from chest 9 of server servers, or you can redeem 4 regular raspberries in order to make an advanced raspberry. I make so many raspberries because I am done with zone development, and I purchased the $1 pack that I get an advanced raspberry every day, so I never use regular raspberries anymore, and I always redeem. The benefit is 100% point double versus 50% point double. However, it does cost 4 regular raspberries in order to get. If you are a spender or a light spender, I strongly recommend this Strongest Warzone exclusive supply. The Warzone, or Strongest Warzone for 7-day boost of Strongest Warzone points. It's going to give you an edge that nothing else can. It's an advantage above free-to-play players that free-to-play players will never be able to make up. And it's something I wish the developers, even though I use it, I wish the developers would take away. Alright. Server starts 3 to 4 weeks after you're into it. There are different ranks. Based off of your rank, you get different rewards. As you can see, you get the rewards at the end of the week if you win. Pre-match is your first 3 to 4 weeks of playing. Warm-up match is where you learn how to play server. It can last until they believe they've figured out how you go. Bronze, silver, and gold work the way you would imagine they do. You win, you gain points. Eventually you break the threshold in order to make silver or gold. You lose points. Eventually you lose enough points, you drop down to silver or bronze. I'm in bronze right now, so if or when, because the server versus server is going really well for us, when we win the server tomorrow, we will be getting all these points. You do get rewards for losing server. Just as you can tell, it's not nearly as many points. So hopefully you guys get on a winning server and you can move really well all together. Alright. The 7 days are, the first 6 days of 7 days are repeated, and then the 7th day swaps week 1, week 2. You go against the same server for 2 weeks in a row. Week 1 is Groundhog, or GH, and week 2 is Kill Event, or KE, as a lot of people will refer to it. So for day 1, Anthill Development, you make those points by building all days. Before we get into that, all days you can get points for spending money and buying diamonds. The conversion is really, really bad. As we can see here, the conversion is really, really bad. 200 points per 1 diamond is not good. It is not worth it, but it gives you a little incentive to purchase after server starts. Server starts at midnight 30 UTC every day, except for the first Monday of the 2-week rotation. It starts at at 4 a.m. UTC. So that way they have 4 hours to find the right server that you're going to be going against. Alright, day 1, anthill development. You get points only by building. So building and diamonds are the only way to get points. Straightforward, nothing too complicated. Day 2, gathering resources. Pretty straightforward. You only get points from gathering. The preferred resource to gather is either leaves or meat. Most people are over on meat and have no use for it, so I recommend leaves. However, there are things that could play into it that gathering meat is the preferred option. Day 3, evolutions. You get points for using creature remains, evolution power, and diamonds. So you want to do all your evolutions, especially the ones that require creature remains, on day 3. Day 4, strength and special ants. This one you get for hatching, so using your eggs, for using spores, and using your kiwi honeydew for leveling up, and for hunting wild creatures. So for this one you want to hunt all your wild creatures after the day starts, and typically while a raspberry is done. Day 5, hatching soldiers. Exactly as it sounds, you get points for hatching based off of what level troop you hatch, or for boosting a troop, or for evolving a troop from level 1 to level 2, or level 1 to level 7. Day 6 is both War of Kings, and you get to choose whatever day you want. The recommended free-to-play option is gathering resources. The second best day, or the day recommended option, free-to-play one, is another hatch soldier after your Queen 22 and hatching T8 troops. However, I wanted to get Queen 25 today, so I chose Anthill Development. It's not a good choice. It takes so many resources to upgrade buildings and you don't get nearly as many points. I will not keep first. I'm simply only first because I made Queen 25, and that is a whole lot of points. Day 7, you get points for leveling up insects. You get points for hatching insects. You get points for hatching insect fodder. You get points for hitting the groundhog. Or if it's kill event, you get points for all the insect stuff and for maintaining the squirter for a certain amount of time, or for killing or severely injuring your opponent's ants, depending on the level of ants they are. If you guys would like tips and tricks for each one of these days, please let me know in the description below. This is just a quick and dirty trying to bring attention to what server versus server is and how to earn points. I don't want to take up too much time making a really long video going in depth on each day, but if you guys would like that, I'm happy to do a 7-day series that covers each one, or maybe an 8-day series that covers each different day. The last thing there are 2 more things I'd like to talk about. For this, I would like to talk about when to pop a raspberry, and then I'd like to talk about War of the Kings briefly. For when to pop a raspberry, on day 1, you want to pop a raspberry when you're finishing the building. So typically, you pop a raspberry, you finish whatever building you have, and then you speed up a couple more buildings, so that way you get as many points as possible. Day 2, gathering resources, you want to pop a raspberry before you press the back button to recall your gathering troops. You get your points when you press the back button to recall your gathering troops, not when your troops return home. So you want to pop a raspberry before then. Day 3, you get points for when the evolution finishes, but you also get points for when you start an evolution that requires creature remains. So you want to pop a raspberry, finish the evolution, and then start another raspberry that requires creature remains, and depending on how many speed ups you have. Day 4, Strength and Special Lance, you get points the second that you use them, or when you hit the insect. Not when you march out to go hit the insect, but when you hit the insect. So you want to pop the raspberry right before your first troop is going to hit the insect. Day 5, Hatch Soldier Ants, you get points when you collect the soldiers that are hatching. So if you queue up soldiers 3 days in advance but don't collect them until day 5, you won't get any points or you won't miss any points until you collect. Day 6 works depending on what day you're using, and day 7 for insects, you get points when you hatch the insect. So, for instance, today I've already started hatching my insects, and when I collect them, I will collect them and have a raspberry advanced. But I won't collect these in the next 12 hours when they finish. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about is War of the Kings. I really hope that this video reaches some people because I've had some people message about War of the Kings. If you are a non-aggressive player with server migration coming up, please find a server where it's this peaceful. It's our week to take the tree. We swap between top 4 alliances once a week, and there's no bubbles, there's no fighting. This works really well because we have full troops, we have full teams going in to Sunday to do the battles. We don't have to worry about bickering amongst each other, and we're all on the same page that the enemy is on the other server. There are other servers, and I do understand people that believe that this is not Farmville or whatever they want to say. Please find those servers and put yourself in those servers. Don't make everyone else's games miserable if they enjoy this type. Or if your server really enjoys fighting in PvP, don't try and fight the flow and find a server that is super peaceful and willing to rotate who's in king and has a non-aggression pact. I just want to give that a quick shout out because I had a lot of people ask me how I maintain my bubble all the time and stuff like that, and the answer is I don't. Our non-aggression pact on our server is really good. Our rotation of king amongst the top 4 is super swell, and I really think that if that's the type of thing that you're looking for, find that server during the migration event. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for making me reach 100 subscribers. Please, again, if you would like a chance at winning the $20 Google Play giveaway that I will be giving away next Friday, please, please, please be subscribed and comment server versus server SvS, just the 3-letter abbreviation SvS, in the description below. I will be using a Google algorithm to pick the random server while I am recording. As always, you guys, stay humble, stay happy, stay hungry. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch you tomorrow.